got another pressure cleaning video here. What I want to give you guys some more information here. If you're starting a pressure cleaning business, you kind of if you have a 4 gallon, like a 4 gallon a minute, 3,700 psi machine, 3,600 psi machine, you might be able to do 300, 400, 500 in a day, maybe more. Okay, depending on how your job is, your clientele, all that kind of stuff. But I need to talk to you about some things here. Okay, and once you get like an 8 gallon minute machine, you may be able to do 800,000, all that kind of stuff, right? Maybe more, right? So here's the thing. One, listen, buy non-marking pressure cleaning hose. The gray hose, the non-marking hose, buy that. Okay, that's one. Another tip. Near where I'm at, there's a John Deere store, and I bought pressure cleaning hose from them before. It was probably around $1 a foot. Okay, so which is better than like $70 or $80 for a 50-foot section. Okay, it might have been around $1 a foot. Another thing is, if you're wondering like what kind of like whisper wash surface cleaner to get, or like what kind of surface cleaner, the classic surface cleaner is awesome. Okay, it might be like around $800. Now, maybe there's some other stuff out now. If you guys have something that's like better, put it in the comments. You guys have anything you want to correct me, go ahead. Sorry if I was wrong, correct me. I've been in the pressure cleaning business many years, so. But if you have any tips, tricks, put them in the comments below. Just, add more knowledge, please. And if I'm wrong on anything, I'm sorry. But what I'm telling you is, I got some tricks for you. Another thing with the chemical injector. Instead of putting it at the machine and then running it through like 200 or 300 feet of hose, okay, like if you want to do like a house wash or something, okay, listen carefully to this. Take your chlorine jug, right, the yellow jug, put some soap in it, okay, and do your house wash with that. Okay, so like you take your chemical injector, you take it and you put it in the last 50 feet of your hose. Okay, so instead of putting the chemical injector at the machine, you go into the last 50 feet. So you do like, let's say you have 200 total feet of hose, right? You have like your machine, you have 150 feet of hose, then you have your chemical injector, then you have your last 50 feet of hose connected to your gun with like, you put the black tip on it, whatever, right? So you go ahead and you just kind of move your jug, and I guess it helps you suck more chemical out of it. Now guys, be very, 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 very careful with your health. Okay, and and like don't breathe that chemical stuff in. Wear a mask, wear something, cover up. Don't let that chlorine get on you, and be careful of the plants, and be careful of other people, pets, all that kind of stuff. Another tip is when you come up to a house and you walk up to the house, while you get your water tank turned on and I'm filling up, right? Then you go ahead and get a pump sprayer, you put chlorine in it, maybe put a little soap in it, walk around the house, and when you see like a really bad stain, like a really ugly like mold stain on the house, go ahead and pre-spray that stain with your pump sprayer before you ever even start doing the house wash, okay? Another tip is make sure your pressure cleaning hoses are turned so when you're doing like a tile roof, that it doesn't like when you're pulling it doesn't catch it, so it knocks the hose off. You might need to like switch everything around on your machine so the hoses are facing the other direction, all right, the male and female ends and everything. Okay, so another thing is if you're going to be like more bigger time, you might not want to go much bigger than like a 500 gallon tank roughly. Maybe if you need more water, maybe consider renting a water truck, maybe try to get up to a fire hydrant. You might need to get a hold of the city or something, whoever at a time, and like work the deal with them. They may put a water meter on and charge you for it. Maybe the HOA will let you suck water out of the pond with like a trash pump, semi-trash pump, maybe like kind of filter it somehow, put in your tank, maybe, rent a water truck, whatever. You might be doing okay even if you have just like a 200 gallon tank. You might be able to do fine. I would say a really good setup, if you're asking me, would be have like okay, first of all, for your wand, if you're like around 6 foot tall, you want your wand to be like 4 feet long. You don't want it to be like bending over, like bending so much, like bending when you're using the wand, okay? So you want to have like a 4 foot wand, so you don't have to bend as much. Put it in your like armpit kind of, and like kind of hold you up while you're, with the back pressure. So that's like another tip. You want like several hundred feet of hose, like maybe 300 or 400 feet. Please get the gray hose, non-marking, okay? Really look into the classic surface cleaner. Yes, it's possible they can clean roofs. I don't think chlorine's good for a roof. I don't think pressure cleaning is good for a roof, and people still want them cleaned. So whatever. But definitely you should not pressure wash shingle roofs. But you know, I've done many tile roof cleanings. Some people may spray like, you know, straight chlorine on them to do them. There's like all kinds of tips and tricks. I did another video on like the most money I'd ever brought in pressure cleaning. Let me think if there's anything else like oh yeah, when you want like different sized wands, you want like the metal wands, maybe even get like an 8-footer or something like that. Maybe like a 4-footer, an 8-footer, you know, 6-footer. Get like different lengths. And maybe if you need to reach up way high in a house, you put the longest ones attached to your gun like first. Okay, so like maybe the 10-footer, and then maybe like an 8-footer if you have it, you know, instead of like the shortest, you know, and then the longest. And be really careful if you're doing a screen room, because like the wand may go like kind of crazy. If you're doing really high, you might want to consider like the poles that like kind of like extend. You might want to consider that. But guys, if you're like living in Florida, like dude, there is pressure guys, there is pressure cleaning to be done in Florida. The season for pressure cleaning, like in Florida, might be more like around the time the snowbirds come down, maybe even like a little bit before, maybe after the rainy season, you know, maybe around there. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Like, then we know, you know, what yours is, and you might be busy all the way up until like Christmas, because getting ready for people, you know, stuff like that. Maybe a little bit before the snowbirds come down, you know, whatever. Be really careful with like those screen rooms. Like when you're doing them, a way to do the screen room is to spray 20% chlorine and soap at the screen room. If it doesn't come clean, spray it again, spray it again, spray it again. Do not breathe the fumes in, do not breathe the fumes in, and do not breathe the fumes in. And then go ahead and like maybe pressure wash it, but be really careful to not cut the screens. Also be leery of, like, if the screens are really worn, you don't want to sit there and like, you know, if you're spraying pressure and the screens are worn, you might like cut it and you might have to buy a new screen. Beware of any homeowner who asks you for your proof of insurance like 87 times when you first talk to them. If they're like, proof of insurance, do you have 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 insurance, beware. They may have a problem with their roof, and they may be going to put you up there, and they may be wanting to make sure that you have insurance on your roof. I'm sorry, take that back. They may want to make sure that you have insurance for a roof, so they can blame you for the problems on the roof, so your insurance can pay for their roof. So beware of anyone who's like excessive about like, do you have insurance, do you have insurance, do you have insurance, do you have insurance. These are some tips. I have another tip I want to do about like, I already did one tip about scheduling. I want to do maybe another video again talking to other business owners about you know, like how you should talk to the customer when you like schedule or something, like what you should say. But you know, if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, share. You know, if you don't like the video, instead of giving it a thumbs down, give it a thumbs up for encouragement. Thank you. Guys, have a blessed day. Spray away. Make honest money. Have a good day. Take care. God bless. Take care. Have a good one.